Hello, I'm Tochku, and I'll be taking you through the view productions and art production under the production section on Niva, right? So, if you are into production, if you have a production business on Niva, right, this view productions is used to view your productions record, right? You can use it to view your productions record. So when you click on this, it takes you to the page where you can actually view your productions record, and you can use this add production here or here to add, impute a production and input production, right? Production record. So whenever you see your production record, the serial number is in red, what it means is that that particular production record has been altered at least once since when it was created, right? So with these buttons, you can use this button to print, you can use this to convert to PDF, you can use this to convert it to the table, the records, right, to CSV, you can use this to convert it to Excel, and so forth like that. So how do we add a production? Let's use this button here. So when we click add, so when we click add, it takes us to the form where we can add a production, right? So once you impute a production, you cannot edit the production or delete it after 7 days of its creation, right? So that's how production works, right? So and then from this, what we can see here down to this point, right? What this actually means is if if you come to view settings, right? If you click on it, you will see the option there where it actually that is set to yes, means that ask you if you want the inventory to be audited on each production record. So what that means is if there is no inventory for the product you just want to input the production record for that month and the year, it will actually create the record and set the quantity produced to the quantity in stock. But if there is an existing record, right? If you turn on the setting, because the setting is turned on, that's why it's like this here. It's showing this here. If it's not turned on, you won't see this. Once you input a production record, it automatically update the inventory, right, to what is in stock, right? So if there was 100 of the product in stock, right, and you produce 100 more, it will add 100 to 100, making it 200, and it will store it as was in stock, and for that purpose, right? So that's how that works. But you can get more of that in the view settings, tutorial, business settings video. You can watch more of that here. But this video we're focusing particularly on the production, right? So if you want to select impute a production record, you select the products, right? So let's actually let's select this product, and then you see this you can use this to properly document products that you you can use this to attach expenses to a product, right? So to make it to enable you to know, okay, um the expenses you made when you wanted to produce the product each time you produce, right? That is if you decide you want to use it, because as you can see, it's not in red. Wherever you see the red asterisk on Niva means it's a mandatory field. But in the case of production, right, once you select, if you can select the expenses that are attached to producing the product, Naver uses it to determine the cost of producing each product for you, so you can have an idea of how much you actually spend, producing each product. So if you actually select those things, it uses it. But if you don't select it, it's not a problem. It's not a mandatory field, right? But if, for instance, let's say you bought raw materials and made other expenses. Let's say you bought raw materials in bulk over time, and you kept them in store, and you wanted to be producing bit by bit using the raw materials. Maybe you feel it's going to cut down costs for you. It's also fine too. So if you want to properly get the cost of producing each product, right? In that kind of situation, you use the COPC option here, right? Which stands for which is represents a system that enables you to be able to check, to be able to determine accurately, to a great extent, how much it costs to produce certain products. Say you bought raw materials in bulk, and um, um, you bought raw materials in bulk and you produced in bulk over time. So you can use it to check how much you actually spent producing each product, like the cost of producing each product. So as of time I'm recording this video, it stands for cost of producing a cost of production calculator, right? So you can use that to actually and get that. But in this case, this is particularly useful if you produce day to day and you make expenses day to day to produce the product. But if you don't make expenses day to day to produce the product and you don't want to use this feature, you can leave it. But if you still want to use the feature, you can use this. So if we select the expenses, let's just select some random expenses, right? And then let's just leave it at that level. So you select the employees involved in the production. So let's say this, and you select the equipment involved in the production. That is if you want to, because it's not in red. But let's just select an equipment, right? So let's just say this. Then inventories involved in production. So this is if you want to document the raw materials or the whatever is in stock that you use in the production, you can actually use this to do that, right? So let's assume in this case now, right? Let's just say it's not mandatory, but you can decide to put that if you want. Let's just say this, right? And we can say we can drop a note and say we can say 10 10 was 10. So you can see the quantity here is 20.5 and it's saying 1 kg of rows. So let's just say 10 kg was utilized, right? Utilized. So because after you produce, you go and update the inventory to ascertain what is actually left in stock, the actual quantities there and everything. But this is for those who actually want to use that feature, right? But it's not mandatory. So any extra information you want to supply about them, you understand? If you used all the quantity to produce, you can say all raw materials fully utilized. That is, if you decide you want to do that, we don't define how you use Niva. We just give you a bunch of options and we tell you how they work, and you decide how you want to run your own business, right? So this is for you enter the quantity produced. Let's just say 100 was produced, right? And if there was any damaged quantity during the process, you can actually supply that here, but it's not mandatory, so we'll just leave it. And then that is for damaged quantity, right? And you put the date of production, right? So let's just put this. So quality assurance and quality control. So quality assurance is basically just the steps that were put in place, the measures put in place to ensure that the production process was up to standard to produce the best quality product. A quality control is simply just the step, they are simply just the steps taken to check the product met the standard, right? That is required of it. So how do we so if we select this, it gives us a bunch of quality assurance and quality control, right? They're not mandatory, but if you decide to put that, you can put that. And you can use this add quality assurance and add quality control to input that. So you can watch the quality assurance video or you can watch the quality controls video for more of how to input that. But we're sticking to this tool right now for this particular video. So let's just select a quality assurance, right? And let's select a quality control, right? So documents on Eval, any other documents you want to attach to support the record, right? So in this case, the production documents could be maybe you want to take pictures of the quantity produced for that day, or maybe any other documents you want to provide, image, PDF, JPEG, BMB, PDF, Microsoft, but any other information you want to provide, you use this to actually select them and you actually input them. So in this case, let's just select an image, right? And if let's just select an image, right? So it could be any image. Let's just use this, and you can see you still have more slots to insert, but let's just insert only one. So the video section, just like the other records on Niva that have videos, is any place we want to actually attach a video, right? It could be upload a video and attach the link, right? So maybe in production now, maybe there was after you produce, you wanted to record the number of quantity produced or something. You can use that and actually document that. So you just upload the video to any video upload platform you want, or any file upload platform, and just paste the link here. You can go through the tips section to see a list of platforms that have been listed just to make things easier for you. But you can use any platform that you wish. So let's just get a video from YouTube and just use that for this, right? So, and then additional details are any extra details you want to add, say any notes, let's say quantity produced, right? And then when we click submit, you can see that the production has been created, right? So you can see that we have these edit and delete options here, because we can actually now because we created a new record, right? And it's not been up more than 7 days since when the record was created, but these other ones is just view that we can view. So if we click on view, right, you can see that we can view all those details, right? You can see every one of them. You can see every one of the details there, right? You can see the employees, the expenses, right, that we selected. So look, this is where it shows you. It shows you total amounts you spent in producing, and the quantity produced, and the cost of producing each unit of the product. This is particularly useful, right, if you produce on a daily basis. But if you produce in bulk, right, and you decide that okay, you don't want to use that feature to document, to get to find out how much you spend producing each product, or even if you just to document it, right, you can actually use that COPC, option there, to get the actual amount you use in producing. If you buy raw materials or other things in bulk and produce over time, right? And you can watch the video on that to get more on that. But this information is only available to the owner of the business and to the owner of the business and to the accountants, right? But all this other information here, the team members that have access to these records can but view them, but only the owner of the business and the accountant can actually view this record, right? So if you look at employees, you can see that the employee that was there is there. Look at the equipment, right? The equipment still there, right? So you can see the inventory involved in production. So you can see it, right? This is the inventory selected. So you can see all these pictures are gotten from the inventory, right? So the inventory, in the inventory records, right? If you come down here, you go to inventory, right? You can view that. So, but that is more in the inventory records part. But all these images were already attached to the inventory, and that's why you can see them there, right? And then these videos are already attached to the inventory, right? That's why we can actually see them there, right? But this is particularly for the, so the inventory, if it has already had like some initial records too, you can actually get that from there. But you can view the production document. This is the production document we uploaded, and this is the link to the video we uploaded. So you can see the quality assurance now that we selected. Look at the quality assurance. See the employees involved in the quality assurance, and the quality control, the employees involved in the quality control, right? That's how we can view that. So if we want to actually edit the record, you can use this to print the page if you wish to. So if we want to edit the record, just go back. So let us use the edit option. So by the time we click edit, it gives us the choice of editing. So let's actually edit something, right? Let's say let's just put today, right? And then there's something I want to emphasize, particularly this document section. Now, for the document section, if you check this delete document, it's going to delete any existing document that was there before. If you select a new document, it's going to replace the existing document that was there before. But if you do nothing, it just leaves everything the way it is. If you didn't upload documents before, you can actually upload now, right? So, but let's just upload the documents to replace the previous one, right? Let's just use this. Okay, let's just use this. And by the time we do that, okay, let's see. Let's use okay, let's use this image. So by the time, and please note, once you edit a production record, the owner and the managers of the business actually do get, that is, as team members, actually do get email notifications that it has been altered. So once click update, you can see that the production record has been updated successfully, and you can see the serial number is in red, right? So if we click view, we can actually view, we can use this print button to print the page. So we can actually view all the details. You can see that the last updated one is in red because it has been edited, right? And you can see that this updated too, right? So let's scroll down to this part. You can see that the production document has actually been updated, right? So if we want to delete the production, how do we do that? We just go back and we click delete, right? So when you do that, it gives you a prompt to be sure you really want to delete it. And when you click delete, it also deletes the record, right? And then the owner of the business and the team managers also get notifications that a production record has just been deleted. So that is that on View Productions and Add Productions. Thank you, and do enjoy the rest of your day.